Welcome back. Today we'll learn with the one more important part of our people skills, and that takes the people along with them, that is leadership skills. Yes, when we say leadership skills, all these are related to a leader. A leader, a person who not only takes his team along with them, but who is also motivated for the better performance of his team. The results are the final that needs to be the orientation towards them. Now, when we say leadership skills, the leadership skills include the abilities people have to steer towards the achievement of business goals, inspire them, drive change, and deliver the results. Whether or not leadership itself can be taught, but these skills can be learned like any others. Many times there are issues that whether leadership skills or a leader is born or it can be brought up. Now, the question comes in mind, what makes a good leader? In other words, what are leadership skills? So, the ability to lead effectively relies on number of key skills. But different leaders have different characteristics and styles. So, leadership skills are those which are going to focus on the above points, the business goal, the inspiration, and bringing the change within. When we say leadership skill, one of the main characteristics of a good leader is that a leader should be flexible in nature. The leader should have the ability to adapt to the changing circumstances. It means that leader should be thinking about what is the current need in the environment, what are the changes that needs to be taken care of, and how to teach the same thing to his team members. Leadership skills are highly sought after by employers as they involve dealing with people in such way as to motivate them, not only motivate them but bring enthusiasm and build respect for the team members. In essence, leadership skills are the abilities people have to lead and deliver projects, encourage initiatives, and build a sense of common purpose and empower others. Leadership talks about not only the thinking about people but making everyone together to on a common point. When this common point is being discussed, encouraging the thinking aspect of it. So, in this picture, we can see what are the skills that a good leader needs to have. A good leader needs to have a proper strategic thinking. It means developing the vision where you want to be, where the team wants to be. After having a strategic thinking, planning and delivery, how the plan should be made and how it is to be implemented. When doing this, how the management of the people will be done. Right people at the right place for the right job. If there is any need of change, then how the change management process will be done. How this everything has to be communicated within their particular teams, and how encouraging others, that is persuasion and influence. So we'll start with skills good leaders need. Now these skills will be strategic planning, planning and delivery, people management, change management, communication, and persuasion. We'll see them one by one in detail. The first is strategic thinking skills. Now, when we say strategic thinking skills, this particularly talks about how to think differently and how to view the future, having a vision about where we want to go, how we want to go, and what should be the plan for it. A best strategic thinker is said to be as who is going to have a big picture. Now, what is this big picture? It is not going to be a exaggeration. ज़्यादा ही ओवर कॉन्फिडेंस से बड़ा नहीं सोचना है, but at the same time having an idea of how to make it big by not being distracted by the minor issues or the details. So, all these decisions are likely to be broadly based on the answer to the question, does this take me closer to where I want to be? When this answer is ready, then that individual is said to be have a strategic leader. Of course, as well as being able to create a compelling vision, the leader must also be able to communicate it effectively to the followers. Now, who are the followers? The followers will be the team members. Why? Because until and unless the team members are clear with what is to be done, what is the importance of this particular act, how it is going to be accomplished, all these things will be clear and transparent to each and every member. So, strategic thinking skills is also based on the evidence, that means being able to gather, analyze the information. After analyzing the information, this information should be checked for its competitive intelligence. This information will be now turned into action when it is going to be implemented, and whatever the plan of action is there, it should achieve sustainable competitive advantage. दिस पर्टिकुलर टर्म इज नथिंग बट आज हम एग्जाम्पल देखते हैं, अगर टाटास का एग्जाम्पल देखते हैं या फॉर्च्यून 500 कंपनीज कोई भी ले लो, टेक ऑल एग्जाम्पल्स ऑफ द बिग कंपनीज, आईबीएम है, सिस्को है, माइक्रोसॉफ्ट है, गूगल है. व्हाट आर दोज? दे हैव अ विजन फॉर देमसेल्फ. उनके पास स्ट्रेटेजिक लीडर है जो प्लान बनाते हैं. ना हाउ डू दे this? How do they do this? They have information about what their competitors are doing. Then they plan what we are going to do. After this plan is put into action, now they are sustaining into the market. मतलब सालों से वो मार्केट में है. ऐसे नहीं है कि कोई कंपनी आज उभर के आई है and tomorrow the company is no more into the market. By this way, the company is going to have an advantage over the competitor, which means competitive advantage. The second part or the second skill of the leader is planning and delivery skills. As we have stated over here, it is important to be personally organized and motivated as a leader. But at the same time, a leader should also be able to plan and deliver the things on time. नहीं तो खुद के लिए है और दूसरों के टाइम पे टाटा फिस नहीं होना चाहिए. These areas are key management skills. But the best leader will be also able to turn their hands to these. The best leader should be able to put the plan into reality. For this, the leader should have planning management, project planning skills, and at the same time, he should have a proper judgment of the environment of the market. He should have a good risk management, which is going to help him to understand what is right and what is wrong and where he should be doing into this. The third skill is the people management skill. Yes, we are learning the same people skills. People management skills, it says that leaders need skills in working with others on one-to-one and in groups also. Many of these skills are vital for managers. So are all managers leaders? No. All leaders are managers, but not all managers are leaders, because people management skill is expected to motivate and encourage their followers. Now, how this will be done? By directly creating a motivational environment within the team. New leaders need to master and then they will delegate the responsibility. But this is very difficult. Delegating responsibilities means at the same time having confidence on the team members that the right job is being given to the right person. This is itself a taste of leadership. And when doing this, the leader himself has to be motivated. The leader and manager both needs to understand how to build and manage a team. They also need to know how to recruit the best person. and how to bring the people on board. But they also need to understand the importance of not only getting the best recruit, but how the performance should be managed. And if the poor performance is there, then how to improve it. These are the aspects of the people management skills. So, when we say people management skills, a leader should have a good taste of selecting and recruiting the right person. After that, he should or she should give a proper induction, orientation, and onboarding skills. Induction and orientation talks about giving the information, introductory information about the organization to the newly joined employees. Once they are on the job, then managing their appraisals and performance reviews. If certain points are to be done, then making a proper discipline system and managing the poor performance. This is how all the people management techniques will be done. Then comes the fourth skill, that is change management and innovation skills. Now, change management may seem like an odd companion. Why change management is important? Because leadership is very important when there is a time for change. A leader needs to understand that why this change is necessary and how it is going to be important for the organization. At the same time, the change management should have a proper answer of understanding the change, how to implement the change, and how to overcome the resistance to change. As simple as that, take example, this was a case of Hindustan Unilever when all of a sudden the Indian CEO or the Indian manager who was heading the India was being changed and an American person was being put into that place. Now, all the employees in India were not aware of the American manager, that what is his style of working, and they had a resistance for that. So, why that change was necessary, how that change was being implemented, all this is a leader's role. One particular element of change management is also innovation. Now, what does innovation says? Innovation says that how it can have a better idea of working. So, how to encourage innovation in others is a role of a true leader. When we are done with the change management, now we are going to communicate all those things to our team members. So while communication skills are important for everyone, leaders and managers perhaps need to have the communication skills slightly more than the others. Why? Because if they are not specific in what is to be communicated, then it could lead to a great problem. Good leaders tend to be very good listeners. They should also listen actively, and then they will have a good brainstorming activity. This will ensure that there is high level of assertiveness within the team members. They will know how to build good rapport with their team members. This will also help to create good relationships, and the people will definitely want to follow the leader within a span of time. At the same time, if there is a problem in formal presentation, then the leader should be having effective speaking and equally skilled at getting the points when a formal presentation does not work out. So informal meeting should be converted into a healthy conversation at time. This is also a ability of the communication skill. And next and last is your persuasions and influencing skills. This is a particular area of communicating that is especially important when you want to influence others. Good readers use a range of tools for this. For this, you are going to persuade the employees. You are also going to understand about their emotional intelligence part. You are going to also understand how they are going to be at their work. There are different tools that are being used for this. Some could be transaction analysis, MIG-Bribers test, personality test, a big model of personalities. These tests can be used at this particular point. So, after understanding the different skills, now we'll understand what exactly leadership is talking about. Now, leadership, many people consider leadership to be an essentially work-based characteristics. Leaders become leaders because they have that credibility. This is the understanding they have. But planning and organizing, responding at the right time, making decisions, all these is a role of a leader. A leader is not just appointed, but automatically the leadership makes him the leader. But what exactly is a leader? A person who leads or commands a group or an organization or a country is said to be as a leader. This definition is broad, but this broad definition also tells you that it has a formal and informal role. If you have a formal, it is into an organization. If it is informal, it could be into groups. So leaders are made by circumstances. These are crucial issues that people are prepared to follow them at the right moment. When leadership has to be developed, people who are going to be successful as a leader, they don't have any kind of formal training, but rather they have a personality and they have a right thing at the right choice. So, leadership style is the best thing to identify. Now, what are those leadership styles? Of course, we have certain jokes about leadership, but there are different models of leadership which Daniel Goleman have explained us. These leadership styles help us to tell that how different leaders act at different situations. First is the coercive. These leaders are in a nature that do as I say. They are very dominating and they prefer that everyone should be listening to the right aspect of it. The second category is the pace setting. The pace setting leader always has the letter do as I do right now. It means the followers should blindly be behind them. The third category is the authoritative. That means come with me. It means you come along with me, then we'll see one by one what is to be done. The fourth category is the affiliative. It means these individuals are taking along the team members with them. So these leaders says people come first and then I will be along with you at the backside if any problems arises. Democratic leader is a leader who asks you what do you think. He takes the opinions. He also asks for decisions and then common decision is arrived at a point. And last category is the coaching. The leader who gives you an opportunity. He makes you act and work on a project. In short, what he does, try it and see. So these are the types of leadership. Now, most leadership experts agree that great leaders translate the company's vision into the quality. They believe in their teams. These are some of the qualities of a great leaders. They have empathy. They connect and engage the employees. They have a very good ability to motivate. They have a clear vision and they also know how to effectively communicate in the workplace. They are very good coach for the employees to develop their skills and improve their performance. They recognize others' achievement. So these are the qualities of the great leaders. Some more are they also listen to the employees very well. They have a great understanding about the business strategy. It means they know in and out of the business, the work they are doing and the place they are working. They always give an example to the others. They know how to unite all the employees. They are encouraging transparency in the communication. They are change drivers and they also include employees in decision making processes and always think for the well-being and safety of the employees first. And last but not the least, great leaders never fail. They always keep learning. Thank you so much.